In the criminal justice system, the people are represented by two separate yet equally important groups: the police who investigate crime and the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders. These are their stories.
Mr. Escuela, I find you guilty of attempted arson, and I am sentencing you to 35 days in the county jail and 6 months community service with the local fire department. I will also be setting the bond at $10,000. Now then, who do we have next?
Yeah, that would be myself and my client, Your Honor.
Weren't you the guy who represented that crazy-ass cracker from last week who bit off a chunk of a gas station worker's face because he mistakenly thought the worker gave him an extra 50 cents change and took it as some kind of veiled challenge towards his masculinity?
Yeah, no, that was definitely me.
Well, you did an excellent job getting that previous schizophrenic back on the streets. Now, who might you be representing today exactly?
Well, my client for today is...
Actually, I think I'd like to answer that one, if you don't mind, Jordan.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Did we literally not discuss this not 5 minutes ago?
My name is Donald J. Trump. You might know me as one of my other monikers, such as the Big D or Mr. Manhattan.
What the hell are you even saying? Not once in the 14 years we've been associates have I ever heard anyone ever call you Mr. fucking Manhattan.
Now, let's just calm down a moment. Jordan, I like you, but I think you need to let your client finish what he was saying. Now, please, Mr. Manhattan, do go on.
Christ, we're only 2 minutes into this, and it's already a fucking nightmare.
Anyway, as I was saying, I go by many names, and I am also a rather successful businessman. I've ran many, many successful companies in various industries, such as finance, construction, retail, and most recently, I've started dipping my toes into managing OnlyFans models.
Ah, I like your style and your work ethic, Mr. Manhattan. So now that we've introduced ourselves, let's see what exactly you're doing here today. Let me just check my documents my lovely secretary has just provided me.
I think we've got this in the bag, Jordan.
I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you.
What the fuck do you mean? He clearly loves me.
Once he reads what the fuck you did, he's not going to be happy.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. Look at the color of his skin. You're going to tell me a guy with that kind of pigment is going to give a fuck? These people have no morals, Jordan. Trust me.
Why the fuck did I even agree to take this case? I could be out on the Serengeti hunting bonobo chimps, and instead I'm trying to help your sorry ass stay out of prison.
Hey, you want to go hunt chimps? Then go buy a pistol and drive around any inner city area in America. Am I right? But quiet, please. I think the judge is about to start talking.
My word. This is absolutely horrendous. It says here, you exposed yourself to a random woman in public. Then you struck her in the back of the head and then fled into the night. Is this true?
Well, you see, Your Honor, it's a little more complicated than it seems on paper. If you would allow me to take the floor for a moment.
Very well, Mr. Peterson. The floor is yours.
Actually, I'd like to take the floor, if I may.
What the fuck are you doing? How many times did I tell you before we came in here, let me do the talking?
Come on, lighten up, Jordan. What's the worst that could happen?
You're going to fuck us both. I'm going to lose the case, and you're going to end up in jail.
All right, now I'm going to ask you both to compose yourselves. This is a court of law, after all, and I won't allow it to be turned into an outlet for your gay lovers' quarrel. Now then, Mr. Manhattan, I give you the floor.
You know his name isn't actually Mr. Manhattan, right?
One more outburst like that, Mr. Peterson, and I'll hold you in contempt. Now, this is my courtroom, and I won't have some pasty white homosexual such as yourself try to tell me what is and isn't the defendant's real name.
What the hell is wrong with you, Jordan? What, are you trying to sabotage me? Is that what you're doing right now?
Oh, so you're going to accuse me of trying to sabotage you now, are you? Why? Because I called you out for that Mr. Manhattan nonsense?
It's not nonsense at all, actually. I've had many people call me that over the years. Just because you've never heard it doesn't mean it's not true.
Oh, give me a fucking break, man. You're clearly lying. And the fact you want to try and accuse me of trying to sabotage you in front of all these people, because I rightly called you out for your bullshit, just goes to show what a petulant moron you are. I mean, if I really wanted to sabotage you, I'd just tell everyone about all the dogs you've purposely ran over. Or the 17 dead hookers you've got buried in the slab of cement in your basement.
Oh, okay. So you want to bring up skeletons in the closet, motherfucker? Well, why don't you tell all the lovely people here about all those endangered monkeys you hunted down in Tanzania that you then brought back over here illegally?
That's absolutely preposterous. I would never do such a thing. I only hunt big game animals, like lions or whales. And occasionally I'll spear a seagull here and there. But I have never hunted any kind of monkey in my entire life.
Don't you dare lie to this court, you monkey-hunting piece of shit. Tell these good people the truth. Tell them that you go to third world shitholes, where there's no law stopping you from killing monkeys indiscriminately. You ship them to our beautiful country, illegally have them taxidermied, and then place them all around your office to be used as ashtrays, trash cans, and something for you to take your anger out on and scream at when your fucking wife pisses you off.
Holy fuck. If this shit is true, you are one twisted motherfucker, Jordan. Nigga, are you really out here hunting monkeys?
Yes. Yes, he is out here hunting monkeys. In fact, I've seen it myself. I once made the mistake of coming on a trip to East Africa with Jordan a couple years back, and the things I saw Jordan do while I was there, well, let's just say it wasn't pretty at all. I remember one particular harrowing occurrence where he stalked a lone orangutan for 7 miles through thick and dense jungle, snuck up on it, slit its throat, and used its blood as war paint on his fucking face.
Good God, man. You are insane. Why the hell did you do that to a motherfucking orangutan?
It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. If you can't handle that, then I guess you're just a fucking pussy, and I know where we stand.
Well, shit, I'll do my absolute best to steer clear of you every chance I get from now on. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah, that's probably a smart move. Because I really don't like the way I've been treated here today, and I'm not one who easily forgives or forgets. And I don't think I have to explain myself any further, as I'm not the one on trial right now for borderline sexually assaulting a woman and then literally physically assaulting her. That would be Mr. Manhattan over there, I'm afraid. So how about you drop the witch hunt bullshit with me because I killed a few fucking monkeys, Wow, would you look at that? Just a minute ago, you were all loud and boisterous right up until I started showing my teeth. And now you're all about as quiet as the various monkeys I have taxidermied in my den.
After hearing all that, I don't feel safe around you at all. And frankly, I want to get the fuck away from you as fast as humanly possible.
You and me both, buddy.
So, Mr. Manhattan, I believe you were about to take the floor before your legal representative went on that quite disturbing tangent.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe I was about to take the floor. But that was, of course, before that backstabbing faggot back there started running his mouth.
Don't you fucking speak to me like that, you putrid little maggot. If I were you, I'd tread very carefully with your next few words towards me. You've seen what I do to monkeys. Now, how much of a leap do you think I'd have to take to start doing that shit to humans instead? Not very much by my estimation. So choose your fucking words very, very carefully.
Gentlemen, please, compose yourselves. You cannot turn my courtroom into a gay spectacle any longer.
Don't tell me. Tell that no-good pasty cocksucker over there. He's the one that's fucking gay, not me.
Pasty cocksucker?
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I said. And it's exactly what you are.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. I guess that's that. I've shown you more than enough leniency, I believe. And yet you continuously denigrate, degrade, and fucking disrespect me? I've moved the line further and further away in the hopes that you will learn to control your words, and yet you persist. And now, well, now you have crossed the ultimate line. And for this transgression, you will pay the ultimate price.
The ultimate price, huh? God, get a load of this guy, everybody. This fool's read a couple books by Nietzsche and thinks he's the fucking Joker from the Dark Knight movies.
Oh, now I think I'm the Joker.
Well, let me tell you something, pal. You don't scare anybody.
You're not scared yet, because you know you're in public, where I refuse to strike.
You might be able to frighten a few dozen chimps when you point a rifle at their head and scream, but that's about the only time anyone or anything will ever be scared of you.
Very well. Then I guess if you're not really afraid, then just kindly shut your mouth and continue with giving your statement. After all, There's no need for such a brave man to make such a loud and boisterous scene if he's not afraid.
You know what? You're absolutely right. I am an extremely brave and courageous man. Some might even say I am the bravest and most courageous man they have ever met. So yes, Jordan, I will continue giving my statement, and I will be unfazed by your utterly gay and completely baseless threats.
I will have to agree with Mr. Peterson. This ridiculous argument has dragged out this court proceeding by like 10 minutes, and I have many, many important things to do. So please take the floor and give your defense.
Oh, yes, that's right. So, would you kindly mind filling me in on where exactly I was before I was rudely interrupted, Your Honor?
Very well, I guess. I had just finished asking you if it was true you had exposed yourself to a random woman in public, then proceeded to assault her and flee into the night. And then you were about to personally give your defense, despite the very obvious and frankly very reasonable objection from your legal aid. Now then, will you please hurry the hell up and give me your goddamn defense already?
Of course, Your Honor. I would be more than glad to give my defense. So you see, this whole thing is just one massive misunderstanding. Did I expose myself to this woman? Yes, absolutely I did.
Oh my God, please stop talking.
Did I then swing my clenched fist directly into the back of her head? Yes, I did.
Why are you doing this? Why are you admitting to all this? I told you to tell the court that you'd never met the woman, and that you couldn't possibly have been at the location where the crime took place because you were at a children's hospital handing out balloon animals for charity. And now you've fucked everything.
And then, did I run away from the scene of the crime while hurling abuse at the lady I had just struck unconscious? Yes. Yes, I did.
So you're admitting to the crime right now? Seriously? You're not going to try to persuade my judgment by spinning up some bullshit fabricated story?
Well, not exactly. I am going to try to persuade you, not with a fabricated story, however, but with a story about one devoted man's undying love for a woman who never wanted him. That man, as I'm sure you can guess, was me. And that woman who never wanted me was the woman I, quote unquote, assaulted.
You can't say, quote unquote, assaulted after you've literally just admitted to not only exposing yourself to her, but also striking her, you absolute fucking imbecile.
Mr. Peterson does have a very valid point. However, what he isn't putting into consideration is that I am quite the sucker for a good tale of love and heartache. And knowing that that is what I'm in store for, well, let's just say my busy schedule has just cleared up for the next 5 to 10 minutes.
I knew you were a hopeless romantic, much like myself. Thank you, Your Honor. You are far too kind.
Is this even a real court proceeding? Or am I being fucked with right now?
Now, please, Mr. Manhattan, do continue.
Well, this whole crazy line of events had their beginning about 7 years ago. I was at a business function for one of my many world-famous casinos that absolutely have never gone bankrupt and are still thriving to this very day.
Why do you continue to lie about absolutely meaningless nonsense? The fuck is wrong with you, man?
I believe I was speaking with Mark Cuban about some very interesting progressive causes that I myself would never be interested in because, as I have already emphasized heavily here multiple times, I am not gay.
I respect the hell out of that. All of that faggy progressive nonsense can suck my dick, but only in a very straight and non-gay way, of course. Okay, I can tell based on how quiet everyone is gone that I have stepped out of line. I apologize for that outburst, everybody. I'm taking some new antipsychotics, and my doctor is still trying to get the dosages right.
You're preaching to the fucking choir, pal. My doctor gave up trying to medicate me like 15 years ago, and then you know what he did? He stopped seeing me because I threatened to kill him and his wife, because he refused to write me a script for Valium.
Shit, nigga! If that was me and my doctor dared refuse me Valium, I would have straight up killed his honky ass right then and there. No threats, just straight up bloodshed. But I digress.
How the fuck did you become a judge when you have outbursts like this?
You know what, Mr. Peterson? I don't actually know. Maybe you can go ask one of your goddamn taxidermied monkeys you have sitting all throughout your den about how I became a judge being so crazy.
Fair point. I tip my hat to you, sir. You have bested me in a verbal spar, and I can't say anything to change that. So I'm just going to sit and be quiet for a few minutes.
Yeah, you go do that. And as for you, Mr. Manhattan, I believe you were telling us all a story about love and heartbreak. As I implied before, I am heavily invested, so let's hear more, please.
All right, very well. So I believe I had just gotten to the part where Mark Cuban was speaking to me about some gay progressive cause. Of course, I wasn't really listening. I was barely there in that conversation. But then something magical happened. I saw the most beautiful, awe-inspiring, thick-assed, brunette white woman I had ever seen in my entire fucking life. My heart skipped a beat. I began to sweat profusely. My mind raced. And then our eyes locked from across the room.
Damn, nigga. This bitch sounds fine as hell. Now, don't stop there. We're all on the edges of our seats waiting to hear what happened next with this mysterious and illustrious woman. So do go on.
Illustrious doesn't even begin to describe her. She was absolutely divine. Every single feature was absolutely flawless. Her body seemed to be sculpted by the gods themselves. Her face more beautiful than every piece of fine art, all combined. And the list goes on. But when we locked eyes, I stumbled over myself. I somehow mustered up the courage to go up and talk to her. And that is when disaster struck.
Please, tell me you spoke to her. Tell me you spit some fucking game on that bitch. Please, for the love of God, tell me that it all worked out.
I wish I could tell you I did all of that. I really do. I wish it all went well. I wish more than anything that is what I was about to tell you.
Nigga, if I don't get a happy ending to this story, I'll fucking kill myself. Do you understand what the fuck I'm saying? I've got the gun right underneath my chair here, and I won't hesitate to pull the trigger.
There's no happy endings in Night City, I'm afraid.
Now, what the fuck is yo monkey killing ass talking about?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a cyberpunk reference.
Okay. And what is a cyberpunk exactly?
You're telling me you don't know what cyberpunk is? Really? It's like one of the most popular role-playing games of all time, for Christ's sake.
Sorry, am I supposed to know what any of that means?
I just don't understand how you're out in the world so much and you don't know what cyberpunk is. I mean, it was a big cultural moment.
Well, clearly it wasn't as big a cultural moment as you thought it was.
It's set in a futuristic dystopia?
Yeah, that's amazing. So are like 1,000 other pieces of media. That doesn't help nail it down at all.
It's got Keanu Reeves in it?
Oh, yeah, because it's not like he's in a shitload of films and other pieces of media now, is he?
I mean, fuck. You can literally change the size of your character's dick in it.
Are you talking about some gay shit right now? Are you trying to convert us over to homosexuality? Is that what the fuck you're saying right now? Are you trying to cast some gay voodoo curse upon this goddamn court, motherfucker? Because that's what this shit sounds like to me. This all sounds like gay voodoo magic, and I'm not here for any of that. And if that's what the fuck you're trying to do, you can get the fuck out.
What the hell is wrong with you, man? Gay voodoo magic? Who even says something like that? How in God's name did you come up with something like that from me bringing up a popular video game?
Do not dare try to deceive me with your hexes disguised as basic questions, you disgusting heathen. I will not allow this to go on any further. You are just lucky I'm heavily invested into Mr. Manhattan's story as of right now, or I would jump over this desk and beat your brains out with my gavel. But as I have said, I am invested in your client's story. So I will spare you this fate, for now at least. Now, please, sir, continue giving your statement.
Fuck me, you've got more demons than I do. But anyway, since you're clearly dying to hear the conclusion to this story, I will now reach the crescendo of this symphony that is my story of a failed attempt at true love. So as I was saying, I locked eyes with this stunning woman. I became fearful, but summoned up the courage to approach and talk to her. But when I reached her, I attempted to utter a simple greeting, and that That is when it all went horribly wrong. My intention at first was to simply say, hello there. I noticed your ass from across the room, and I just wanted to say that I would slaughter an entire South Sudan village just for a chance to maybe grasp it for 1 second. But instead, I fucking stuttered. And then realizing I had just made a fool of myself in front of this beautiful woman, I became consumed by rage, regret, and utter internal agony all at once. And it was at that moment I felt my eyes begin to fill with tears. Then, like any man would do when he had just fumbled in front of a gorgeous woman and started crying, I threw my glass of Chardonnay at the wall, stunning everyone in attendance. I then ran as fast as I could into the nearest restroom and started screaming at myself in the mirror. You're a fucking useless idiot, I would say, or something else along those lines. I even screamed incoherently into the void.
Shit, nigga, I know that feeling all too well.
As do I. Only I don't technically scream into the void. I instead scream at the top of my lungs at my prized taxidermied monkeys.
I'm glad you both understand how it feels. But to continue on, I locked myself in that bathroom for the entire night, and I didn't leave until I was forcefully removed by the police that were called by the occupants of the apartment I was in. But needless to say, I never, ever forgot that night, and I never forgot that beautiful woman. She and her amazing ass haunted my hopes and dreams for nearly a decade, despite the fact I only saw her that one fucking time. That was, of course, up until about 2 weeks ago, and that was when this assault happened. You see, I was out for my nightly evening stroll and had my headphones in, blaring September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. And then, to my complete and utter shock, I saw this beautiful woman once again. The exact same emotions as the first time I saw her took over. But this time I believed I was much more determined and could actually pull it off. But oh, how wrong I was. We locked eyes once again. I summoned up the courage to approach her, and this time I intended to say hello there again. I believe we met a few years ago when I flew into a deranged and childish meltdown due to me stumbling over my words with you. But now I've changed, and I have been in love with you since the day I saw you. Please run away with me. But yet again, I fucking failed. I got to hello, and then I stuttered once again.
This is the most tragic thing I have ever seen or heard. I am terribly sorry for your loss, Mr. Manhattan. Truly, you have my deepest condolences.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, to bring this story to a close, I'll just cut to the chase. So after I stuttered once again in front of this woman I had fantasized about for half a decade, I just completely lost all composure. So I ripped my clothes off while screaming, why the fuck can't I do anything right? Why don't you love me? And seeing her become extremely fearful of my exposed and naked body made me even more disappointed in myself. So I did what seemed like the only logical thing to do in that situation. I screamed incoherently yet again, firmly clenched my fist, and then threw the hardest punch I have ever swung at the back of her head. And once she hit the ground, I broke out of my psychotic trance, realized the ramifications of what I had done, and feeling my immense shame come to a boiling point, I then opted to run away into an alleyway to hide in a dumpster until the heat eventually died down. And that, Your Honor, that is the whole and honest truth. I know that I cannot excuse myself entirely for what I have done to this poor woman, and I don't expect you or anyone else to forgive me. All I'm asking is that the fine people of this here court understand my pain and maybe, just maybe, show me some mercy. I am deeply, deeply sorry for what I have done, and I hope and pray that I can eventually move past this tragic event. And with that, I will now end my statement.
That was beautifully put, Mr. Manhattan. You've truly struck a chord with me. If I was a little more of a faggot, I'd be crying right now. But I just have one final question for you before I reach my verdict.
Sure, go ahead and ask away.
What exactly was the name of this beautiful woman you saw at the business event that set all this other crazy shit in motion?
Her name was Svetlana Karishnikov. She was a very beautiful Russian woman, as I'm sure you can tell by the name.
Svetlana Karishnikov? Nigga, the goddamn woman you assaulted's name was motherfucking Alicia Kennedy. And she was born in Kansas, and she had literally no ties to Russia whatsoever.
You absolute fucking jackass. Do you know what this is going to do to my career as a lawyer? All the other guys at the office are going to make fun of me for being the idiot who took the case of quote unquote Mr. Manhattan. The retard who beat the shit out of a woman because he confused her with some random bitch from half a decade ago he met for like 10 seconds. God, I fucking hate you so much.
Oh, God, I had a bad feeling this was going to happen again.
So you've just gone and beaten a random woman into a coma, all because you confused her with some random Russian bitch you barely met 7 years ago.
Listen, I'm deeply sorry. All right? What the fuck else can I say?
You've said enough, I think. And on that note, I have reached my verdict. I find you guilty of all charges. You will spend the next 15 years in the state prison where you will be worked like a dog, and I will grant you no mercy at all. And once I smash my gavel down, the judgment will be made final, and you will be sent to rot in prison. And to add dramatic effect, I shall count down from 5 before I use this gavel. 5.
Send that piece of shit to the chair.
4.
Cut his fucking head off in public.
3.
Actually, I'm afraid I'm going to have to interrupt this here court proceeding.
Is that Bill fucking Clinton?
I do believe it is Bill Clinton.
What the hell is he doing here?
Well, that's a very good question, Mr. Peterson. You see, I'm here to get some things off my chest. Some of these things have been gnawing away at my soul for about 5 decades now. And frankly, I'm getting real tired of it.
And you chose a random court proceeding that isn't televised as your outlet? Seems a bit of a weird place to do some shit like this, but let it all out, I guess.
What I'm about to say will shock the very fabric of our society. It will very likely send the entire Western economy into a heavy downward spiral. Companies will fall. Industries will crumble. Many will lose their jobs and their livelihoods will be put in jeopardy. But I've decided after many, many long and grueling hours of deliberation that it is a necessary step towards rectifying the horrific wrongs that have been made by myself and many others for far too long.
Oh, he better not be doing what the fuck I think he's about to do.
What could you possibly say in this court that would have such heavy repercussions for our entire society, Mr. Clinton?
Well, Mr. Freeman, I will gladly answer that for you. But in order to do that, I have to go on a bit of a tangent first. You see, I've had my fun over the years, but I'm old now. Hell, I'm damn near 80 years old, and that's crazy as fuck to think. It feels like just yesterday I was a young stud on the prowl for some good old-fashioned, homegrown, built in the US of A, 70s pussy. But as I said, I'm old as hell now. And in my twilight years, I have rediscovered the soft, gentle, but oh so powerful touch of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I say I rediscovered it because I know that in my soul, He has always been with me. I just didn't know it because I was blinded by the deceitful hand of Satan. But he no longer has power over me. His spell has been broken, and it shall never be recast on my psyche ever again.
Okay.
The fuck is this guy even talking about?
I wouldn't worry about it, Jordan. Just ignore everything he says.
And now that I am a born-again Christian, I have realized that there are some very, very dark and disturbing things that I myself have contributed to and participated in that I am now obligated by Christ to shine His all-cleansing light upon. And I have decided to use this here court case, of which I have no part in, and I'm only here because I got lost on my way to the local Denny's, as my forum to expose these most horrific of truths.
This guy's really going to do it.
Mr. Clinton, are you experiencing any psychological problems as of late? You sound like you're on the edge of a serious psychotic episode.
I am better than I have ever been, Mr. Peterson, and that is because I have the blessing of our all-powerful Lord and Savior behind me, which is why I am about to expose the entire establishment for its truly sick and utterly depraved nature.
And to think, I was just going to go home, spark a meth pipe or two, and then watch porn while I pointed unloaded guns at cars driving past my house.
That's very amusing, Mr. Freeman. But what I'm about to say is not amusing at all. You see, myself, my wife, Mr. fucking Manhattan over there, over half of the entire political establishment across the entire planet, about 90% of the top 1% elites, and 100% of all the Jews in power have been raping, killing, and eating children. And we've been doing it collectively for centuries.
What the fuck did he just say? Donald, do you know what the fuck he's talking about?
No, actually, I've really got no idea what the fuck he's talking about, unfortunately.
Are you sure? He seems pretty confident that what he's saying is the truth.
No, he's lying. The man is clearly crazy, and you should lock him up immediately before he fucking hurts anyone.
Well, you see, Donald, you can pretend you don't know what I'm talking about, but you know you do. And as for your statement about me needing to be locked up before I hurt anyone, well, it's misguided, because I am going to hurt people, but only the guilty ones. My time hurting innocent people is over, and my time being someone who enacts justice on the wicked has only just begun.
Oh, you're going to enact justice on the wicked? Well, you better start with yourself, fuckface.
You're not wrong in your judgment of my character. I have indeed been a wicked man. I've hurt many young, innocent, defenseless people in my time, and I hate myself for it. But that's the beauty of being a Christian. The Lord says when you make a mistake, and Lord knows I've made many, you can always repent, start a new lease on life, and become a better man. And that is exactly what I intend to do today.
Holy shit, this guy's really not fooling around.
Now I've said all I have to say. My tangent is now complete, and I have not much more to say. Now, Mr. Peterson and Mr. Freeman, you two may leave. As for the rest of you, well, the rest of you must stay. For today, I shall be judge, jury, and executioner.
Morgan, I don't think this guy's fucking around. So let's get the hell out of here before whatever the fuck he's planning kicks off.
I'm with you, Jordan. Let's bounce real quick before he pulls out a bomb or some wild-ass shit.
All right then, Mr. Manhattan. Hope you enjoy your impending death. It's been fucking awful knowing you, and I hope you burn for eternity in the afterlife, you old, fat, disgusting piece of shit.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck you. I'll come back as a ghost and fuck your sexy daughter. How about that? You like that, faggot?
Hey, Bill, do me a favor, would you?
Sure thing, pal. What'd you need?
Put a fucking bullet in him for me.
I will gladly oblige you on that, Mr. Peterson. Now go on. Get out of here before things get messy.
Yeah, go on. Get out of here, you no good fucking traitor. And as for you, Bill, I'm not scared of you at all. So do your absolute worst. And if you're so holier than thou now, then you won't even kill me. You're too scared of your phony baloney God's wrath to do that. So fuck you.
That's where you're wrong. See, in heaven is where your ultimate fate will be decided by our Lord. But right here, right now, on this plane of existence, well, as far as you're all concerned, I am your God, and I will decide your fate. And I've already made up my mind. You all must pay, every single one of you, and you will. You all will meet a fate worse than death. When I'm finished with you, shit baby, you'll all be wishing for death.
You know what? I'm not listening to this fucking bullshit any longer.
Panicking will not serve you. This is the will of the gods, and I am their instrument.
Should we call someone? I kind of feel like this is an act of domestic terrorism.
I wouldn't even worry about it if I were you.
So what the hell will you do now? It's very unlikely you'll be able to salvage your career as a judge after this.
Maybe I'll follow my dream and start my own porn production company.
That sounds fantastic, but hey, listen, I know it's a long shot, but, well, I've got a spare plane ticket to Tanzania, and I was wondering if you might accompany me to go hunt down a couple small tribes of bonobo chimps.
You know what, Jordan? I think I'm going to take you up on that offer.